There's a version of me that I don't fully recognize yet, but I know he's coming. And truth is, I don't think the world's ready for him. I'm not even sure I am. He doesn't fold under pressure, doesn't beg for support. He builds himself if he has to, because he sees what happens if you let comfort in the room. That version of me, he walks like he already earned it, because he suffered for it. He speaks different, dresses different, thinks different. I didn't decide to become him. I was forced to. The man I used to be, he talked big, but broke in silence. He made promises and didn't track them. He wanted to inspire, but lived uninspired. That man, he loved dreaming more than doing. And I got tired of being proud of potential. I needed to be proud of progress. So I buried him quietly. No ceremony, no goodbye. Just a choice to go all in. And now, I feel I'm walking different. People stare longer. Doors are cracking open because I'm becoming more undeniable. Not famous, not perfect, just undeniable. If you ever felt this version of you calling, then subscribe. Because I'm not documenting perfection, I'm documenting becoming. Every video I make, I'm closer to him. And I know this. When he shows up fully, I won't have to explain a thing. The world will feel it. They want the results, the glow up, the respect, the body, but they don't want the pain it costs to earn it. Let me tell you something most people won't admit. Becoming him isn't some cute morning routine. It's war with your old habits. You think I wanted to wake up and feel like I'm 10 years behind? You think I chose to look in the mirror and hate what I saw? Nah, that version of me, the broken one, he never stopped dreaming. But he never changed his actions either. I had to make decisions most men would never make to become someone I never seen before. No map, no mentor, no safety net. Just God, grit, and a standard I refuse to lower. In 6 months, I'll walk in rooms and feel energy shifts. Not because I'm better, but because I built what most people will fall under. I'll have abs, I'll have income, I'll have peace, and most importantly, I will have God. If you ever folded on your future self, comment no fold and make a promise to yourself. You're done backing down. This platform ain't hype, it's war, and we're not running. I'm not who I used to be. I'm nowhere close to who I'm becoming. But I promise you, every time I show up to film, it's a warning shot. This isn't content, it's evidence that discipline works, that rock bottom isn't permanent, that you, the broken, the overlooked, the average feeling version of you, can become the most dangerous man in your circle. But only if you're willing to suffer. I'm building a family. I'm building the few. People who rise when everything tells them they should stay down. Sometimes I talk to God like I'm trying to convince him to keep believing in me. Like I'm scared he's watching me waste my life away. And sometimes I am. I still procrastinate. I still fall off. I still feel like I don't deserve the win. I get back up. I fall slower. I rise faster. That's what makes you dangerous. Not the perfect routine, but your refusal to stay down. I remember I used to look at my body, my bank account, my views, and feel ashamed. Not even anger, just a quiet disappointment in myself. But now I use it. I let that shame fuel me, not destroy me. If you've been fighting battles no one knows about and still show up anyway, you're one of us. Comment still building if you refuse to quit before the promise that God promised you shows up. Let's see how many of us are still breathing. I made myself a promise I'll never break. If God wakes me up, I owe him progress. You might out talent me, out finesse me, out resource me, but you will never outlast me. I gave my pain a purpose, and I'm betting everything on it. And one day soon, I'll walk on that stage, shredded, disciplined, and unshakable, and say, I earned this. But until then, I'm still building. I see a version of me that's so dialed in, it actually scares me. He wakes up early, no snooze, no party, no porn, cold showers, posts every day, read the Bible, lifts and leads. His eyes look different, like he's seen hell, but still chose heaven. But here's the truth, I don't fully know how to become him yet. I just know I'm done being the version of me that breaks promises to itself. If God gave me this vision, he must believe I can carry it out. So every missed like, every missed invite, every lonely night is not punishment, it's preparation. If you're on your own path to become something no one ever seen, subscribe. This journey isn't for the average. But if you still believe you're chosen, then you're in the right place. I see me on stage, body carved like armor, eyes locked, voice steady, no flash, no gimmicks, just discipline and pain turned into power. I see 1 million people watching, not because I'm viral, but because I'm real, because I'm changing lives. I want to become the man I used to pray for when I was weak. That's why I'm dangerous now, because I realize becoming him will cost me everything, and I'm still down. Nobody tells you that chasing your higher self feels like dying. Every habit I used to love, slowly dying. Friends who knew the old me, ghosted, removed. There were days I would go to sleep, wondering if it was even worth it. No texts, no girls, no validation, just silence. And a mirror that kept asking, are you done lying to yourself yet? I lost people I swore would be there at the finish line. I lost money. I lost momentum. I even lost myself a few times. But I kept showing up because the pain of quitting felt worse than the pain of sacrifice. If you ever feel like the new you is costing too much, or you have a close friend who thinks like that, I want you to send this to them and tell them we're not changing, we're becoming. And that process hurts like hell. You know what I realized? God doesn't ask for comfort, He asks for obedience. And sometimes the pain is the proof that I'm finally on the right road. So, yeah, I lost a lot, but what I'm gaining is so much greater: peace, focus, strength, discipline, and a version of me I used to think was impossible. You want to know what's really dangerous? A man who is no longer afraid of being alone. There was a day I stood in the mirror and I couldn't take it anymore. Not the excuses, not the softness, not the wasted potential. I snapped, not outward, but inward. That version of me, the weak one, I buried them in that moment. And I refused to live another day playing small. I wish I could show you what happened next. Not physically, mentally. I started talking different, moving different, thinking in decades. Have you ever had that moment where the switch flipped and there's no going back? Subscribe. Join the family. I'm documenting every part of this rebirth because I'm not just changing. I'm declaring war on my old self. You don't get strong by lifting weights. You get strong by lifting pain. Every setback, a rep. Every betrayal, a PR. Every lonely night, another stretch mark on your soul. I started lifting everything that used to break me. And now, I walk different. I speak different. I believe in something again. This isn't just fitness. This isn't just mindset. It's freedom. I had to become a man who could trust himself. A man who didn't need a round of applause. A man who wasn't waiting to be rescued. And I know someone watching this feels like I did. Heavy, guilty, ashamed, but alive. And if you're still alive, then you still have time to rebuild. I'll never forget the day I snapped. Because that day, that's the day I stopped begging for change and started becoming it. And if you're still watching, you're not curious. You're called. You're chosen. The thing about change that no one wants to tell you is that going back is way more painful than staying the same. Because once you see the light, you can no longer pretend to be blind. I used to romanticize comfort. Now I'm disgusted by it. I'm not going back. Not to the weight, not to the fear, not to the mental cage I was stuck in. If you made it this far in the video, you're not just watching. You're one of us. You're one of the few. Most people fold. They tap out. They sell their destiny for comfort. But you're still here. And that means something. This is just the beginning. I'm only scratching the surface of who I'm becoming. I'm not documenting success. I'm documenting the war, the pain, the sacrifice that it takes to earn it. You will see the scars. You will hear the setbacks. You will see me bleed before I ever think about bragging. Because when I say no fold, it's not just a motto. It's a contract that I made with my future self. If you're serious about becoming unrecognizable by the end of this year, subscribe, join the few, and drop a no fold in the comments so I know you're real. Because this journey is about to get painful, but pain is the price you pay, and I'm willing to pay it. Still breathing, still building. No fold. Not now, not ever.